What's going on, everybody? Back again, and today I wanted to go over boss farming a little bit. More specifically, I'm going to be doing Act 1, showing you how I go about farming Gerg and how I, fully utilize my time to get the most out of it for what I want. I'm not, some people will go, and farming is just however you want to do it, really. I could just go into a map and just start clearing all the monsters I want. But I like to go for the more guaranteed stuff. Usually if I'm like trying to farm just like satanics, I just will do like wormholes. But for this, I generally will, instead of going lackadaisically about just killing everything, I try to go with a little bit more purpose and go straight for what I'm going for. So for Gerg, we're going to King's Garden and we're looking for the Forest Temple. So what I'll do is, you saw me there, I did a little bit of a wide circle, but I do a circle around the waypoint because a lot of the time either the village or the Forest Temple will be right off of the waypoint. And if it is, then, if it's the village, you kind of get a sense of, okay, well, if the village is here, then straight across will be about where the Forest Temple is. Or sometimes it's literally, I've had times where waypoint's here, Forest Temple is here, and I'm in already. So I just always do a quick circle around the waypoint. And then in this case, I didn't see either. So what I would then do is just follow a wall until I find one or the other. And in this case, see, I found Forest Temple pretty quick. If I had found the village here, then it would be a quick fire. I just would jump straight across and go to the Forest Temple if that was the village, but that was a Forest Temple, so we're good. These are, the more I do them, the more I think that anytime you see one of these, do it. They're very, very good XP. They're very good for dropping stuff. They're just overall good. It's a lot of high tier mobs in these, so they have a lot more to offer than generic mobs do for their density and whatnot. So those are always worth doing. But then going into Forest Temple, for the first floor, I always route up like this to check this right here. There will be a door right here sometimes. If it's not there, then you go next to the right here. Between these two spots, these are the two spots I see the door in like 99% of the time. Occasionally, the door might be down here. It would be here, but 99% of the time, I've seen it at one of these two top spots. For the second floor, I go over here first. It's in this bottom corner a lot of the time. If it's not here, then you would go across the bottom to check for a door there, and if it's not there, then you're going to go straight up, and I always go backwards like that instead of going around and finishing the loop, and there could be a door, or not here, sorry, the door would be here. But I specifically, when I'm coming across, I do this where I come here to check. If I don't see the door, I immediately go back, because that's a lot faster than going up and then down, and we're just here to, shave off. And I mean, I know I'm going over it and going slowly, but when I'm doing it, and I'll do a full fast run after this, I'm trying to kill the boss as fast as I can, because that's going to be the biggest chunk of rubies, and the faster you can just down that, reset, and do it again, the better. Like, the goal really is to reset, and hit a point where, like, maybe vote reset timer is, like, still ticking by the time you kill the boss. That's, like, you're doing well, and maybe even consider bumping up the difficulty another tick just to get more XP out of it and stuff. I'm doing this in Inferno 3 right now, so, and I'm not instantly killing the boss, but I am killing it pretty quickly. Demon Slayer has a knack for, if you stand right in the middle, you can knock out all of those stones, because if you leave one up, then the boss is just going to be invulnerable until you, or not invulnerable, immune to damage, invincible, until you knock out all those statues around the edge. So you want to kill all those as quickly as you can. But otherwise, that's the run, and then we would vote reset. So let me just do a couple of them more speedily, if I can. See there, I found the village, I just jutted across and found the forest temple pretty quick. Oh, see, it did end up going into the other tile set down here, and see the doors here. And then we just make quick work of the boss. And I'm going to stop a little bit for a second. With those avalanches, if you are doing this by yourself, it's fine. If you're doing this with a group, try to stand still as much as you can, because you can stack them all up and like, but they'll start to follow you. And if you're doing this in a group, you can fill the entire screen with the freaking rocks and not see anything, and it gets kind of rough. Another thing I want to point out is, right, I'm trying to get him to do the ability. Let's see. Okay, so there's the totems. These lightning balls are really, really sketch. These are the things that are going to hurt you the most in this fight. I would try to avoid, as you can see, I would try to avoid getting hit by those. That's going to be the main thing that you'll want to avoid getting hit by, because those can really, especially if your lightning res isn't capped, those will start to hurt, and they can kind of catch you, especially with them going back and forth. If you're, they bounce from totem to totem, so like if you're right in front of a totem, it goes through you, bounces off the totem, and then goes through you again, and have that happen while another one also, it can kind of just stack up pretty quick and start to hurt. We'll do one more and give you guys the vibe of if you were to just do this for, an hour or so, just any amount of time, really. Look, we got lucky, and the Force Temple is right off of the waypoint this time. It really does stack up the raw rubies pretty efficiently, compared to something like wormhole farming. Wormhole farming is easier to be mindless with, so if you're tired, this one is a little bit can slow down a little bit more, because you have to like actually actively find the doors. But once you get the layout really locked down, I generally tend to do okay with this. And you end up finding the doors relatively easily. So one of the things that the bosses drop, and I'll show you because I'm probably not going to drop one right now, obviously, but they're on the rare side of the drop table, is they have a map item. So for Gerg here, it would be, I have at least one or two of them. This, Gerg's Heart, right? So every boss up to Satan will drop an item like this, and then when you have one of each of them, you can go into town, talk to and when you have one of each, you can do an Uber Damien fight. So that's one of the, when I talked about the shrine farming, the Chaos Shrine has one of the rewards will literally just drop 2 of each of these, which is great, because then you just immediately get 2 Uber Damien fights and you don't have to like farm it up. But what I plan to do is I'm going to make a video for each of these bosses. So this was the Act 1 boss. We'll go Act 1 through 6. And then when I've done all of those, I will put out a video of the Uber Damien fight, and show you guys what that's all about. And that it is a big fight, but you actually don't have to be that scared of it. And I'll be able to show you why, hopefully. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. We'll be doing Act 2 boss, and I'll show you guys the routes for that one and how to farm that one as efficiently as this one. Thanks for watching.